then after someone makes work, well then and you implement them in bot for 30 days. Does that make sense? So you research strategies, you make sure you have a good strategy, make sure backtesting it. Backtesting is the process of seeing, hey, did this strategy work in the past? You can see that Quant AI just outputted a backtest for me. So of course it's a pretty simple backtest, but we can make it as intricate as possible or as we want. Sometimes the most simple strategies actually do the best. Now, if you don't fix this whole like trade quick, you'll be over where it's like, dang, I shouldn't enter that trade. So now that you know the process, research, backtest, implement, let's go ahead and use Quant AI here to build this out. So we've been working on this strategy here. And before that, I want to make sure to get a few more. I have this AI here that does this RBI process for me, which is research, backtest, and implement. It helps me with the strategy of researching, backtesting, because essentially it will watch any YouTube video. So I just put the YouTube video in there. It goes ahead and it watches the video, understands what the video is about. This guy says the mean reversion trading strategy you have been waiting for. Okay, great. Number one, you could watch that by yourself and then turn it into a strategy and then backtest it. But essentially I just have down here in my Discord that does that for us. So it watches the video and then codes a backtest. You can see some examples up here. Like this member put in a video came out with a test. So and it has all the code here. And now for the rest of the day, I want to go ahead and finish out this statistical arbitrage algorithm. So this is just another trading strategy, you know, that we've researched, backtest, and now we're implementing it into a bot. You can see here, came out with a runs test, and we're just we're working our way through code here, and we're gonna go ahead for the rest of the day. I want to go ahead and start with manage trading statistical arbitrage algorithm. So I know I'm on just another trading strategy, you know, that we've researched through this test. And now scratch and start, whether you're a coder or not. You've never coded. I didn't code before this either. So we're working our way through code here, figure it out. It was just super hard because we're gonna go out for the rest of the day. I want to go ahead and start with manage trading statistical arbitrage. But I know I'm on just another trading strategy. You know that we've researched. It'd be nice if I held your hand, right? Scratch and start, whether you're a coder or not. Short coded videos and you really either. Do you actually want to automate your trading? It was just super hard because we're gonna go out for the rest of the day. I want to go ahead and start with manage trading. But I know I'm on another trading strategy. It'd be nice if I held your hand, right? Scratch and start, whether you're a coder or not. Short coded videos and you really either. Do you actually want to automate your trading? It was just 14 days. We're gonna go out and I give you all my code and all my code, speed where I'm at. But I know I'm on another trading strategy. It'd be nice if I held your hand, right? Scratch and start, whether you're a coder or not. Short coded videos and you really either. Do you actually want to automate your trading? We're going to use Quant AI throughout. We're going to go. You can see this AI here that you can start with manage speed where I'm at. But I know I'm on another video strategy. It'd be nice if I held your hand, right? Scratch and start, whether you're a coder or not. Coded videos and you really either. Do you actually want to automate your trading? We're going to use Quant AI throughout. We're going to go. You can see this AI here that you can start. So I'm going to jump over speed where I'm at. But I know I'm on another video strategy. It'd be nice if I held your hand, right? Scratch and start. All of our code do you actually want to automate your trading? We're going to use Quant AI. You can see this. They have all that. So I'm going to jump on and I can actually go ahead. But I know I'm on another video strategy. It'd be nice to have your hand, right? Scratch and start. Have all of our code do you actually want to automate your trading? We're going to use Quant AI. You can see this. They have all that. So I'm going to jump on and I can actually go ahead. But I know I'm on another video strategy. It'd be nice to have your hand, right? Scratch and start. Have all of our code do you actually want to automate your trading? We're going to use Quant AI. You can see this. They have all that. So I'm going to jump on and I can actually go ahead. But I know I'm on another video strategy. Have that like button. Nice to have your hand, right? Scratch and start. Have all of our code do you actually want to automate your trading? We're going to use Quant AI. our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to make sure tap that like button as you have your hand. We have all of our videos. Do you actually want to we're going to use quantity our browser. Now you can see this, I have all that. So I'm going to jump off and you can actually go ahead. But I want to so you can see it's running. Perfect. While this is running, let's go ahead and get another strategy that our AI can code out. So I just throw it in here, and then the AI will watch the video, understand what the strategy is, and then code the backtest. So you can see it outputted a strategy based off of this video here. And then it coded the backtest. So you can see this is a strategy. Pretty neat, right? You can see how useful this would be in your trading. You can code backtests and see if your strategy actually works, or figure out more strategies here by going to YouTube and papers and whatnot. Okay, so you can see that flag worked now. So now we need to work on the manage exits. By the way, you get access to all the AI in the bootcamp. The bootcamp gives you access to all of my code. So let's go back over here to the Quant AI, ChatGPT, and let's make this green here so you can see it a little better. Okay, there we go. But I want to make sure this is still there so you can read it. Just because this is the strategy on how to automate your trading. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on our manage exits. And how do we manage exits? Well, I'm going to delete that for now. Manage exits, and we're building this based off of DYDX1, so we have some things to change here. And manage here is coming from from this file here. Second position, manage exits. So let's start with open positions. So func entry pairs. We need to make sure we have a func entry pairs. We do. And you can see there's no code there. So we're going to code this out step by step. I'm going to show you absolutely everything if you go ahead and get to the 10 likes real quick. And yeah, it should be a good day. Should be a good day. Cypros, how are you? It's good to see you here. Cypros had a question. I have one question. You have all the pairs manually inserted? No, they're all algorithmically. So everything I do is through algorithms and or programmatically. You can see this AI just outputted the strategy. It's going to work on the backtest now. So I want to go ahead and start coding this func pairs. Actually need to say from constant import import Z score USD per trade and USD collateral import not from or can't func or kilo scores position pandas as PD import JSON from pprint import pprint. Okay, so now we need to check our open positions. So how are we going to do this? Well, I'm just going to start writing this by hand because I'm looking based off of a DYDX bot, but that is going to be different. So open positions, pass in the client. So this goes ahead. Manage refine triggers for trade and doors trades for managing later for exits. Okay, then we load the graded. So we have the paired. I'm gonna say DFPD CSV, okay. And then you do git. We should run code here and see what this gets because we're doing this for a different exchange. So shout out to Crypto Wizard and his course because we built this or I learned a lot of this from his course, and I'll make sure to show you his course here in a second. But this was for DYDX, so I can't show you all the code, but to over here to Hyperliquid, which is the challenge that we're undertaking today. So I'm going to say open positions, run. I'm open. the past. So where is the client? I think it's in connection. Yes. So client equals that. So where were we? We were in co-integrated pairs. No. We were in private. No. We were in entry pairs. So I need to run this because I got to figure out how this works, because essentially this is we're adapting it, right? So it's going to take some time, but it's great because if we can get an arbitrage working on Hyperliquid, then we get unlimited points, and unlimited points will lead to unlimited airdrop. So make sure to use that link in the description. Say from func connections, import that. And then client equals that. And then I can run this, I believe. And then we're going to print out the markets because we have to figure out how that looks. Okay, perfect. Well, this gets all the markets. Perfect, perfect. So just note here, or as a note. And let's get up to those 10 likes real quick, and I'll show you absolutely everything today. So these are the markets. How the market is set up, at least. Wow. There we go. So that's how the markets are set up. Then the bot agents. I don't need that. In the jail. I don't think I need this. You phone bot agent. Go ahead and look at that real quick, because I believe this is just the we're gonna need to do all this. Yes, we are. Okay, that's fine. A little bit more. Phone agent, I need it as well. So integrated. I need it. Or integrated. Sorry. Put it up here. From bot agent, import bot agent. So we need to build the bot agent out as well. Wow, this is a lot of data. I think we got the gist. Perfect. To initial bot agent, so that. And we might as well just make everything name, right? So I'm just gonna copy paste. That'll make it a little easier. We don't have the bot died. So I like how they're setting this up. That's how you have to co-integrate that's frame. So the updated page. I'll probably not. Yeah, and this is my G built, so you just type that. And we're gonna use this part of this. Where's my sign the door handles Z create an okay. So I think we need to kind of work on the bot agent part now, because I can't really debug this until we have the bot agent there. So let's throw this code in there for now. It's not gonna work perfect because again it's for exchange, but I'm gonna try to make it as closely as possible. All right, let's just get these all this lined up here. We're gonna have to do a lot of changing because this is again for a different exchange, but that's okay. I should do this differently, just make it a little slower here because this is. So first things first, we need to make sure that is over. Okay, so for iter rows, boom, gotcha. Bring that over, bring this over. Then if length, spread, okay. And then this stuff should be here on the same as the z-score. And this should be a little past that. Okay. And then this should be, determine the side here. It's all going to be lined up, so it's a little easier to copy paste when you're lining things up pre. There we go. And then this should be also lined up with that. Okay. And then this should be gonna be, we'll change it. Right. We're gonna have the agent. The bot agent. So go ahead and put in the bot agent. That looks good. This will look better here. And we need to import that bot agent, which we have it. Then we have our open trade and fit stuff in. Should be lined up with the bot open dictionary. Continue over. And this perfect. Then this should be so like one tab over. Like that. And if print, if length by agent, that looks good. And then did we put this out here? I think I put that there. Yeah, I put that there. Okay, so perfect. So we got all this stuff in there, but the problem is that we don't have the bot created yet. Make sure it doesn't work either. Back to work on the function. Let's go. We need import this. And again, this will be custom because we've got to build it for a new exchange. And you know, it's cool. It's on DYDX, but it's gonna be even better when it's not. Hey Val, how you doing? Dan Tudor says, "Did you answer my question?" Yeah, I did. It's it. You can actually answer. It's Quant AI. You can see Moondev there. Dan says he wants to stay live. Thanks for coming through, bro. All right, let's light this up to 20 likes though. We're so close, so close. If we get to 20, I'll stay for the whole hour and I'll show you absolutely everything. All right, let's keep going through this code here and figure out what we need to make. So we need to make a class bot agent, and this guy agent for managing, opening and checking trades. And then we have to go say def init. And then we'll pass in all of this stuff, self, client, and we might not use client actually, but we'll come back to that. Market 1, and I changed it to symbol 1, symbol 1, symbol 2, base size, base size, base price, quote side, quote size, quote price, except fail safe base price, and then we'll pass in the z-score, pass in the half-life, and pass in the hedge ratio, and we're gonna go ahead and initialize variables. Still, I roll what to do. Okay, self client equals client, and again we might be removing self sim equals self dot symbol 2 equals base size base self dot equal size self dot quote price equals quote price self dot accept fail safe base price equals accept fail safe base price self dot z score equals z score and self dot half-life equals half-life self dot hedge ratio equals hedge ratio. Okay. And then build bots notebook to remember stuff. Okay, so we'll say self dot order dictionary equals symbol 1 equals symbol 2 symbol 2 hedge ratio equals the hedge ratio z score equals the z score and half-life equals the half-life and order ID M2 which would actually be S1. I'm just gonna say M1, keep it consistent. I'm gonna call it S1 because I changed it. Keep it consistent, keep it consistent. S1. Smash that like button. Let's get up to 20 likes, B. I2 equals that. And then order order ID S1 order S1 size equals base size order S1 side equals base side order time S1 track that and then we're going to do the same thing here for the symbol 2. So I'm gonna be a lazy bazy and just do a little doop-de-doop. Boom. Just make sure I gotta change all these. 2, 2, 2, and 2. And this will be quote. This will be quote side. Then we'll go ahead and say pair status. Pair status equals whatever the status is. And then if we want comments. Okay. And then put a comma here. Sweet. Now inside this class, so we made this class up here. run it the orders by ID. But we might change this. I'm gonna write it anyways because how do we want to do this? We're gonna do this one differently. So just do it. Check order added by D and order D. Okay. And since I'm probably not going to use this stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this code in. Probably going to do this a different way. Probably going to do this a different way. So come back to it. Just put pass for now. Now we want to open trades. Def open trades. Pass in self with all that data. Print dash print f dot self dot symbol. Oops. Self dot symbol 1. Placing first order. Print f side equals self dot base side size base size price self dot base price. I don't have a back test right now, so let's get it working. Essentially this AI in video and the stress talk YouTube video code test, so you can watch video wins 9 times mean reversion, write strategy out based on the video, and then it told me this is for it. So great, I want to run this is cool. So just to that, you can join the boot camp is much, and yeah, keep on learning. So order, we're gonna put the order in differently. Base order so I'll find it where it's here. You can see this. So this is my nice funks file. I'm just gonna copy it over actually. Copy. Actually, I don't think I can do that. Got it. All right. Now nice funks is in there. These are a bunch of functions that essentially just help me out. Like I've already built a bunch for Hyperliquid. So I'm using Hyperliquid because this is arbitrage. We're building a statistical arbitrage bot, but you can see in the top right here, points section, and points usually lead to airdrops. So I'm trying to qualify as many points as possible That's why I'm building an arbitrage bot that can work with my market maker and all that good stuff. So yeah, the more volume you trade, the more points you get. So that's why I shared that link here in the description and also the chat. So it's in the description and also the chat here. I'll put it in the chat again if you want to get that airdrop, qualify for points and all that good stuff. Essentially, the more you trade, the more points you get, and you get a big discount on fees here with that link. And if we get up to 20 likes, I'll stay around and show you absolutely everything. We're building this double arbitrage bot today. So it's a trading algorithm, and this is how you build trading algorithms step by step. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the agent, and we need to place the base order. So we'll do that here in a second. I just want to make sure everything else is complete. This nice funks, I can put that back to where it was. This can go there. Visual Studio Code. Oh, it's because I just moved that. Oh, Funk Bot Agent. Okay, here we go. So we're Gucci. And you can see the AI just output a back test. That's awesome. So every time that's done, I want to put a new one in there because this is just more and more back tests. The more back tests we have that are profitable, the results we're going to have as algorithmic trade. This I will video, create the strategy, and code the back test. So we want to place base order, okay? And then we want to store the order ID, possibly. Store order ID, okay? And this is how they do it. So I'll just put it here. It's gonna be way different is the thing, but it's okay. We're just gonna have it here for now. Under a try block, place base order. It's gonna put some errors in here. Base order equals hi. Okay. And we store the order ID here. Except then we want to go ahead and make sure the order is live before processing. Pretty much is it the this try all is that like button and you keep us going. What was today? You to Z more. So I had one area and area. I see. It's this right here. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Quant. And let's keep it going. So we're gonna have to fill out a lot of different code, but the good thing is that I have that nice funcs file. So we place our base order and make sure the order is live, and then you see the AI just outputted a new backtest. Awesome. Print status of first order, then move to second order. So we're gonna go long and short, remember? So, and I might want to, since I'm doing this using limit orders, maybe place both at the same time. So we're using this. I just want to make sure to give a shout out. Udemy, Stat Arb. There's a great, Sean made a good course on statistical arbitrage for DYDX, and you can see it's not too expensive. 129 Mexico dollars, which is like 10 bucks or something. And this is for DYDX. This is not an ad for this. It's just the code that I'm kind of using as the starter code here. And then I'm adapting it and making it better. It's really great. It's really great. I don't want to take anything away from it, but you know, it's a course. So of course it's just the base code, and then you have to kind of build on top of it. And we're building out for Hyperliquid, but I want to make sure to give a shout out to him because a lot of this code's coming from there, and a lot of the thought process is coming from there, which is probably even more important. So he's a genius. Make sure to go check him out on YouTube as well. This is not an ad. I have no affiliation with him. Crypto Wizards. It's just, you know, I'm here showing you what I'm doing every single day. And if I'm building based off somebody else's stuff, I want to make sure to give that somebody else a shout out. So it's not an ad, but this guy is really smart. Crypto Wizards on YouTube, and his Udemy is like 10 bucks to get all of this code. But yeah, I'll keep making sure to go back there because this is some intricate stuff that is super helpful to look at in order to get this done. Let's go here and say insurance. Okay, we're print status, place quote order. Okay, so now we want to place quote order symbol 2. And then we want to make sure it's filled. Make sure it's filled. All right, perfect. And we'll come back to this other stuff because we actually have to do a lot of new stuff here. So just want to make sure all the files are set up, and then we can go one by one. I think that's pretty much it though. Yeah. Okay, so that's looking good. Scroll through the market here and see what's going BTC ETF got approved, so that's awesome. Ethereum is kind of flying based off of it. Solana, I like looking at the meme coins sometimes based off of Sol. Wow, so this is flying 80% today. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. And all right. So what I want to do is I want to get a drink of water because I think we've been here for like an hour or so. I'll kick it. I'll probably do 2 full hours today if you smash that like button. Let's get up to 20 likes here. I'm gonna show you absolutely everything today. Keith asks, is there a problem placing 2 limit orders at the same time if one gets filled, the other doesn't? Yeah, it could be a problem, but I'm just giving you the baseline here. And one could get filled. One could get filled without the other for sure, but I think that it's going to be worth it because I can have another bot run in, or I can have it check if one's filled and the other's taking too long, then I can kill the other one. I think there's a lot of, pieces of this you can push back on, and that's good because you can build your bot however you want to. I'm trying to utilize the credit here on Hyperliquid. They pay you to use limit orders. You get paid 0.025. So that's my personal strategy, but it'll be super easy for you or anybody else to change it to market orders, and that works as well. But that's why I love sharing this stuff, is because, Keith, you think differently than I do. And, that's obviously a valid point there. And it's something that obviously I think about. But the way I'm going to approach some of the, and if it takes over like a minute to fill, I might hit it with a market order. So ideally we get limit orders in because you get paid on limit orders. But then if it takes too long, okay, hit it with a market order or close the other side. You see what I'm saying? So there's going to be a little bit of time risk there, in my opinion. And yes, there might be a side open without the other side open. But I want to start with that approach because then I can take advantage of the payment I get from Hyperliquid every time I trade. And if that just totally fails, then I can just easily switch to market orders, and that eradicates that problem. But really, really good point. And yeah, that's why I share this stuff, because everybody thinks a little bit differently. Everybody is able to poke holes through things their own way. And yeah, I love this, and I love this community. Thank you so much, Keith, for coming back every single day and providing so much value to the community. I'm going to go grab some water and some coffee, and then I'll be right back. Run us up to the 20 likes while I'm gone. What's up? Okay, so this is how you automate your trading step by step. And I'm showing you everything here in this video, but I'm on level 10, right? So in order to automate your trading, you got to research trading strategies step by step. And you can use Quant AI, which is a I built. So it's essentially trained on quantitative stuff, back testing, all that good stuff. You can say things like, hey, build me a back test, and then it builds a back test for you. Things like that. Anyways, to automate your trading, you have to find a good strategy. So how do you find a good strategy? Search on YouTube, search on Google Scholar for these papers and stuff. And then if it works in the past, it's much more likely to work in the future. So that's how you do it. And then you implement it into a bot. You build a trading bot. Doesn't matter if you don't know how to code, because I didn't know how to code either. And you can figure it out. I hold your hand through how to code in this bootcamp and how to build automated trading systems step by step. I give you 7 algos for when you join, and you get full support. So we're there, and you don't. So cool. I'm saying here. Go ahead and out to get a statistical arbitrage bot here for Hyperliquid. And the reason I'm using Hyperliquid is because if you see in the top right here, it says points. And what do points mean? Well, that usually means airdrop is coming. So the more we trade, the more points we get. And if you use that link in the description or the chat, you'll actually have access to it. So we're going to continue automating our trading here. Remember, the process of automating your trading is research trading strategies, backtest those strategies, and then implement them into bots for 30 days to see if they're profitable in the future. As long as they're profitable in the past, then we can test to see if they're profitable in the future. So you can see there's some volatility here. Looks like let's see what's going on here with BTC, a little bit of a pullback. And we had that ETF approval yesterday, so this might pull back a bit, but we'll see what happens. I have algorithms trading it, so I don't have to worry about it. Wouldn't you want to get to a place where you have algos trading for you? Of course. You don't have to worry about your emotion. I'm using Quant here, but you just want AI and the GPT's and the arbitrage algorithm, because this pretty much allows us to mark or I'm using hype because you have top right the points. That means there's an airdrop coming up, in my opinion. So I'll make sure that that link is in the description, but it actually already should be in the description if you want to just grab it. And I'll also put it in the chat here. My stream fell off earlier. Welcome back. Let's get this up to 10 likes real quick. And yeah, let's get this up to 10 likes and we'll keep this moving. So essentially we're automating our trading here, and we're doing step by step through this Hyperliquid. All right, so we got the bot agent done. So let's go func bot agent here. Func bot agent. Let's hit save. And let's make sure that all of this is saved on my computer as well. And if you get us to 10 likes, I'm gonna show you absolutely everything, kick it for probably a full hour here and show you everything. So what else do we need to do? So we need to get our bot agent working. So let's go ahead and put in our README here. To do finish bot func bot agent func bot agent to put in orders, and then we need to finish the func entry pairs. Finish func entry pairs. And then what else do we need to do? We need to func exit pairs. Finish func exit pairs. Okay. And then are we done? Open positions. Yeah. So we just have 3 more files to do, or actually like 1.5 files. Let's go ahead and go to func exit pairs. See what we need to do here. Let's go ahead and say func exit pairs.py. So I'm using a lot of the DYDX bot code here, which is like $10. Sean, who's the crypto wizard, he's really smart. I found this on Udemy. So I'm using a lot of this code here, but I'm adapting it and changing it entirely. So this is like the base code. If you want to go ahead and get the base code, it's $10. It's not an ad, it's just what I'm using. So I want to be transparent about that. You know, show love to the community, because this is a really great community, and Sean is a really smart guy. Good morning, Ingrid. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Some mad volatility today with the ETF. Be careful with leverage. So let's look at this func exit pairs here and see what we need to do. We got to import all this stuff. So I'm going to just import it from constants to import close at z-score cross from func utils, import format number from func public, import get candles recent from func co-integration, import calculate z-score from func private, import place market order. Oh, it's actually, what is our order? Do we have that yet? Yeah, it's limit order. Oh, sweet. So we already got that set up. Perfect. Forgot that we did that. So it'd be limit order, limit. Come on, buddy. Is my computer doing the same thing it did the other day? Just keeps killing these streams? Yeah, it is. Probably not gonna work. The stream's probably over by now, huh? We still here? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Looks like my computer's on overload again. It's the streaming with the VPN on, I think. Dang. Yeah, it's my internet. I'm using a VPN because for obvious reasons. But yeah, my internet keeps dropping on me. So I apologize if we lose this stream again. But We just did. Cool. Well, I'll just keep making this then. I'm just gonna not stream it, and we'll record it. So regardless, I'll get this to you. And maybe you're watching the premiere right now. If you are watching the premiere, light up the likes. Let's say func private limit order. Okay. Okay. And then we want to go ahead here, and I probably need to change this. Well, we need a func private limit order here to bring that into entry pairs as well. Oh, maybe not. Func exit pairs, limit order. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this going here, and smash that like button so we get up to 10 likes ASAP, or 20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes. And I'm just gonna keep coding this out because func exit pairs, import JSON. I was just thinking, oh man, should I try to go live again? But whatever, I'm not gonna, because my computer just can't handle it right now. I don't know what's going on. Say def manage exit or trade exits, trade exits, and we'll pass in the client, but I don't think we need to. We need to pass something else in. And then we're gonna manage exiting open positions based on criteria and constants 2. This looks like a huge volume bar right there. I'm looking at the 5-minute though. So let's look at the hourly. Not as big of a volume bar. This is a pretty big volume bar, the 15-minute. It's not huge. I think there was a lot of liquidations though. Coin glass. Liquidations. Oh, not a lot. That's cool. Just when there's a lot of volume like that, usually indicates that liquidation. Let's hit save. Output equals that. Let's open the JSON file. Open JSON file. Try equals open. Positions file equals open. Bot agents dot JSON. And then open positions dictionary equals JSON dot load, and then open positions file, and we'll say accept, return complete. If length of position there. And then we want to get all open positions for the trading. To do, because we have to do this in a certain way. So let's just do it. Exchange positions equals get positions here, then all positions equals exchange positions. Which I spelled wrong. Tap into the above dictionary. So to do. So I'm just putting it in as a string. So markets live. And we'll say symbols. Symbols live equals for P all markets symbols live append. It's gonna go. I need to do well. We're gonna have to stop here, which is good. We're all this starts that needed and yeah, we're just done as we can right now. Really curious to see how the first day of Bitcoin ETF works out for the market. Curious if it's going to be the everybody talked about, but we'll see. I should be a lot of info. I'm not trying to. So I just have my those traded. All right, let's go through. Time not to sleep. .5 seconds. And to say for position in open positions dictionary. Spelled that wrong. Club all position. So equals one. I'm spelling things correctly. Position. Symbol 1. Position. Size. S1 equals position. Order S1 size, and then this will be position side M1 equals position order S1 side. So this will be for get info for symbol 1, get info for symbol 2. So we're going to do all the same things pretty much. But we need to change all to 2, to 2, to 2, to 2, to 2, to 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So that looks good. Let's have our AI code another back test here while we're working on this. Just gonna go through proof Williams, mean reversion. And go ahead, extract, come up with which is dope. Dopey dope dope. Let's keep coding. Let's protect the API a little bit. Sleep. The order info for symbol 1 for the we need to get this stuff. Order S1 equals to do. Order market S1 equals to do. I guess I could just put pass, yeah? Order size S1 equals, can you use pass there? No. To do. Order side S1 equals to do. All right. And then we'll say time.sleep 0.5. Keep this moving. And we'll say all the, I'm gonna put a to do here. We got a bunch of to do's, to be honest. So you can see that AI just output the first strategy or another strategy. Let's put more. Let's do the same thing for S2. So symbol 2. S2. Okay. We'll figure all that out later because remember this is a different market. So this is looking good. Then we need to pull in this data here. This code. Damn. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. These should be S's. Position symbol should be symbol. I can't remember. Yeah, market. Order equals order market. Oh my goodness. Should be symbol. There should be symbol as well. symbol, symbol, symbol. So order symbol 1, position size and 1, order size and 1. Size should be 2. We're using S's 1 and 2. There you go. B side order. All right. Okay. Check. Okay. We're gonna position order symbol S2. Position size S2. Order size S2. Position position side S2 and then order size S2. Nice. So market and position market. Symbol and market's live. Symbol's live. And then position market M2. Position symbol M2. Markets. All right, that was a tough one actually. And let's just pull in all of this code here. We're gonna have to change this up quite a bit. Check M1, check S1, check S2. Position symbol S1. I should have just kept it as market. Dang. It's all good. Would have been easier. But we don't need easy. Symbol S1. Symbol to S2. Okay, this is a big to-do here. To-do. Get tick size. I think we have that in our nice funcs, which is nice. That's why they're called nice funcs. We call them nice funcs because they're nice to have. So we have a function file that will essentially do that for us. which is nice. That's why we call it nice. So we call things nice if they're nice, and not if they're not. How about that? What a world we live in. What a world. All right. So what else do we need to do here? We need to close that trigger at z-score cross. Okay, let's do that. Just gonna paste this code in here. I'm being lazy right now. Bring this over one more. Initialize hedge ratio, perfect, perfect. Series 1, z-score current, perfect, perfect. This should be with the if, perfect, perfect. This is that, perfect. All right, this looks Gucci. So from here, this is okay. I like this right here. Shout out to Sean. Go get this course if you are not already in this. It's $10. It's $10. This is not an ad. This is just what I'm building based off of statistical bot, and I'm sure that you have to it. So.
Start talking to yourself, saying, "Man, my knee is really sore right now. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I need to back off. You know, man, my lungs are burning. Maybe I can just slow down here. I'll do like an extra 2 sets tomorrow. You know, it'll be okay." Right? That sort of stuff. Like that stuff's dangerous. And that's you just gotta say, you know what?
I'm not negotiating.
The deal was already made. Deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, "This is the training plan I'm doing," I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, "Man,
I think I need to.
Nope. This is non-negotiable. You're out running on the track, working out, and you start talking to yourself, saying, "Man, my knee is really sore right now. Maybe I'm lungs are burning. Slow down. Do like that you are. Okay, right? So,
And I'm not negotiating. If I don't, then come on. Side and position side and equal side M1 or S1 equal by side two set position side S1 excuse me S2 equals cell. Then we say side S2 equals by. Okay. And then we're gonna get in format price. Price S1 equals float. I'm not gonna write all this out because I'm a lazy mofo. Price S1, price S2 price S1, price S2, side S1. I should have kept it with market. Would have made this way easier, but that's okay. I just like the word symbol better than market, but this has caused me a little bit of a headache changing all of this code over. You can get this full code in Sean's course here on Udemy. So go check that out because he's a great guy and he's smart and he's much smarter than I. So to do, make sure our number formatter is Gucci. Gucci down to the socks B. Okay. Then we need to close the positions. And if we can't, then we're screwed. No, I'm just kidding. We're never screwed. We're never screwed, B. We're gonna put the try right there. It needs to line up with these guys though. Try, position, symbol S1. How should I do this? I guess I'll just place or limit order. I'm gonna have to do here. Big time. To do. Update to work. Position symbol. And I know I'm on level 20 here, so if you want to learn absolutely everything from me and get all of my code, I have a boot camp. And that boot camp shows you step by step. I hold your hand through the process of automating your trading. I know it's a little intimidating right now because I'm on level 20, but trust me, I am a regular dude and I did not know how to code before this. I was actually super scared of learning how to code until I met somebody that was like just like me, and he was trading a lot algorithmically, and I was like, okay, well, if he can do it, I can do it. So I make this YouTube channel to show you that I'm just a regular guy, and if I can do it, you can do it. So I try to pass on everything I know in order to help you automate your trading step by step. Position, size. We're gonna add here, symbol S1, S2, sorry. Place, limit order. So just be a limit order for now. Position, symbol S2, side S2, size S2. Holy smokes, look at this. We're flying here on the BTC ETF approval. Looks like pre-market's about to happen here. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with Coinbase. It's also up quite a bit. Anything crazy going on down here? Just scrolling through some symbols here. Coinbase is up 4.2% pre-market. So, sheesh. It's up more than Bitcoin, which is crazy to me. But that's, I feel like that is the beta play here on Bitcoin these days. It's weird, but it's cool. Cool with me. I like me some Coinbase. Symbol S1, S2. Perfect. So how's this look? Looks like everything's lined up correctly, which is nice. And then down here, we just go back one and say else save output dot append position. Nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. Okay, what else do we need to do here? We need to save remaining items and say print f length of the save output ding ding ting ting items remaining saving file, and then we'll say with open bots agent dot json w f json dot dump save output f. Perfect. All right, how's that look? That looks pretty good to me. This, I must say, this is almost done. Almost done. Just need to make the adaptation to HL. Okay, so we got all the code in here, and then we got all the code in here. Now, this I believe needs to be over. Okay. What else we got here? Markets. What are markets? We'll get to this later. Continue, break. All right, I think we're looking pretty good. Make sure to use that link in order to get on Hyperliquid, because this stat R bot is going to be trading 24/7, and it doesn't matter which way the market goes. Let's see if there's anything to do here. Manage trade exits. That's from Funk exit pairs, and we have that now. I'm gonna delete this. So we don't need that anymore. That was just a little debugging. And you know, I think this is gonna take a couple more hours, honestly, to finish, but that's okay, because I got time. I got all the time in the world, and we will get this done. So I think from here, essentially what I want to do is keep working on this. And what do we need to do from here? So our to do this, let's work on we need to co-integrate and it's need to position open from error and so essentially we have written all the code files and now just need to update with Hyperliquid code and our nice funks and work on formatting a bit. Also can start implementing new ways to exit the bot, because I think that would be interesting. Yeah, this is super sick. I'm so excited for this. So if you want to learn everything from me, go ahead and jump in the boot camp, I show you how to get all my code, and this will eventually be in there when it's finished. So it's, take a little bit more time for me, but the videos here on YouTube all